Oh, what's doing, Big Dog? Welcome back to another episode of Becoming Authors. Today got a couple things on. Just got myself an email saying that we've got some more things ready for our convention. So that's some signage, some flags, some banners, all that sort of a thing. But as of right now, I am currently at the office. Sam's at work. You're going to be catching up with him in a little bit. But I'm currently working on book four, which is our side novel, The Western, cowboy hats, all that. And I'm currently at chapter 16. Now, last time I told you guys a bit about this, I was at chapter 14. I was thinking, yeah, I'll get 2 chapters done in the next couple days, couple more, but got a little stuck. Because I feel like chapter 16 is going to be the start of kind of the final act. So wrapping up the second act, I kind of wanted things to be pretty perfect and achieve the gravitas that I wanted it to get people excited for the final act. Like this final act is going to be, a big epic showdowny type thing, but in order for it to mean something, the section in the middle has to build up to that properly. So that's what I kind of been working on. But yeah, so today I'm going to be, wait, actually, hang on a second. Let me just saw something real quick. Oop, sorry about that. Just had to go take a delivery of books, and then the guy started cutting my hair, the weird pervert. Anyway, so today what we're going to be doing is going to be heading over to Signorama real quick before they close and picking up some signs for the convention booth, banner, and teardrop flags, which are going to look really cool. And then I'm going to be catching up with Sam. We're going to be doing some writing and planning. Now, we're going to be planning out the second arc of Revolt, chapter by chapter. We already know what storyline is going to happen, but we just want to break it down before we start writing, make sure that each chapter flows into the other nicely and all that sort of a thing. So we're going to be planning out that sort of stuff. And then after that, we're going to be heading to watch the Brisbane Roar at Suncorp Stadium, our hometown team, arguably the worst team in football in the world right now, tied with my actual team, Manchester United, the one I've supported since I was a little baby boy. So we're gonna go watch the Brisbane Roar, join all 3 other people in the stands, watch us lose 18-0 as per usual. And then after that, I'm going to be swinging back to the offices and assembling the banners, the flags, all that sort of stuff, and making the office look just that little bit nicer. Now, I've got to take off right now because Signorama is going to close and I am definitely running late. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right, in a great turn of events, I didn't have to park illegally this time, and the goods have been secured. And just to clarify, if Signorama New Farm are watching, I definitely didn't accidentally say Signorama Milton in the first one. And if you need anything printing, go to Signorama New Farm. Make sure you do that because they're great, and they got our stuff out in a timely manner. It's all really good quality. So if you ever running some conventions or anything like that, make sure to check them out, especially if you're Brisbane located, or even not. If you live in France, why not? It's a bit extra shipping, but you'd help out a local businessman, surely. You're a good kind of guy, I imagine, if you're watching this. Well, that's a bit, probably not. But yeah, so just picked it up from Signorama New Farm, and let's take a look at the haul. We have got over here, we've got the signs, which you can't really see. These are the poles here. And then back here somewhere, we've got the flags and the banners, which are going to go up later today, and I will show myself putting up. Oh yeah, there's also that. If you didn't catch the last video, me and Sam both got tattoos, and I got the book logo. He got one of a character. So, yeah. Now I'm going to be heading over to Sam's place, probably film a thing or two, do some planning, make sure the next arc is perfect. A good story for you guys to enjoy, because that's what we deliver. So without further ado, it's time to head over to Sam's place. Alrighty, I've just pulled up to Sam's place and I'm waiting for him to come downstairs so I can tell him that there might be a change of plans. We might have to go back to the office because I believe that copies of our prologue may have arrived. I'm not 100% sure, but I just got a call from some courier saying that there's 8 boxes that have been delivered to the office. Now, I have a couple months ago, there was this printing company that kept sending things to our office, but intended for a completely different address for, well, a different business, but they had our address on it for some reason. So yeah, it could just be that, in which case this will be all a massive letdown and an extra like hour of driving for no reason. But in case it is the prologues, it's probably worth checking on. So we'll see what Sam has to say about that. I believe he's just arrived. Look who it is. It's Big Samuel.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Great.
Yeah, so I've got you on camera to tell you that I just got a call about 30 seconds ago saying there was a courier that said there are 8 boxes of something at is anyone at your office, because there's 8 boxes of something. Now, he was a bit muffled over the phone, but he said it was something print. Now,
okay.
Right, there are 2 options of what that could be.
Correct.
Because I told him to leave it there because I'm away all weekend, all right? There's 2 options what it could be. There has been a printing company that about 3 months ago dropped 2 lots of parcels at the offices, but saying, but like they had our address, but for a different place. Or it could be the prologues. So we may have to do a little drive over to the office snap quick, which shouldn't be too bad considering it's holidays and whatnot. Oh yeah, all the stuff's in there.
Yeah.
We got extras because there was, so they originally did it in 5mm. So they were just going to bin those ones. And so they gave them to us, which is kind of handy.
Sweet.
But yeah, do you want to go on a quick snappy drive over to the offices? And, or are you going to make me go solo?
Give us like 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, easy. All right, we'll shoot over in a bit. Well, we will talk to you guys in a bit once we've solved this conundrum.
This on me,
Absolutely. I got called a minute ago. Like, not even that. They were just like, yeah, there's 8 parcels at your door. What do you want with them? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I panicked. All right, talk to you guys later.
Alrighty. So, we are now going for a little drive with a little bit cramped here with the signs that we've picked up.
Yeah, all the signs, the banners and whatnot. It's a bit of a squeeze in this car, but it's a fast car. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah. It's a fast car. We turn like left down here?
Yeah, well, like we're going straight.
Oh, okay.
It was like left straight, yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, but it's a fast car, so who doesn't want to drive it around? Big old V12 engine, which we love. Nothing quite like a naturally aspirated V12. You know, it's nothing on Sam's Mazda 3, obviously.
That car's a beast.
Yeah, that is a proper beast. But
My bright orange Mazda 3, wink.
No, it's you know, things always tend to go wrong for the Godsend Saga, as I mentioned on my solo vlog. And this time,
and they're always Tox's fault.
It's like this time it's the delivery people. You know, what was interesting on the delivery thing, the reason I knew it was us instead of that other thing, it said Godsend, but I didn't tell you the full thing of it. It didn't say Godsend Saga. It said Godsend Stagger, which to be fair, that delivery driver is going to be staggering once I blow out his kneecaps for dropping something off so late on a Thursday afternoon.
That also illustrates how good your writing skills are and how much my editing is crucial.
No, I didn't write it like that. It was definitely them.
I don't know.
100% it was. 100%. I mean, it could even be the keychains and stuff. It might not even be the prologue. I just assume it is. It depends how big the boxes are, I suppose.
I guess it depends how much of it's coming at once.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess we'll have to see, but it's gonna be a big lug getting it all upstairs and whatnot. Depending on how much time we have, we could almost do the quick little setup now while you're around. Yeah, saves me doing it solo. And
we might.
The flags are quite easy. This one? Yeah. The flags are quite easy to do, I assume. Like the banner, that wasn't too hard.
So what do we get?
The thing is, we got like 4 of these basically, these big signs. Which I'm thinking one of them we put above the couch for where we want to do the podcast setup.
Yes.
That'd be a good idea. And then another one we could probably put in the office, like the office itself. And then another one maybe up the stairs. Like along, like diagonally.
How many did we get?
4, because there's 2 that we need, and then there's a 2 extra.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were printed at 5mm.
You got 2 sides of the thing. Yeah, gotcha.
And then the other one, I don't know. We'll find somewhere for it, maybe on the back wall or something. But yeah, so we'll put. I reckon we put the teardrop flags up either side of the couch. I reckon that'll be a sick little setup.
So we got the fuchsia, we got the teardrop. Was that it, or
fascia? It's not pink.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's quite clearly not pink, mate.
Is that it? Oh, they're down there. Gotcha. Yeah. See them now.
So
Sweet.
yeah, and then we got the meter long banner.
Yeah.
Meter wide, 2.5 meter long banner, which will be central on the side wall.
Yeah.
That one. But yeah, I reckon we just put it all up now because we're going to be using it as a set, basically. I mean, for the next podcast and all that, until we go to Sydney to drop everything off and we pull out the big van podcast, baby. Yeah. So
the 4 hours of rambling and maybe 2 hours of silence.
Oh, it's going to be so good. You know, because I will down so many. Oh my god, I was meant to get a Shine delivery today and it never arrived. They already screwed me over with that.
Deliveries just love you.
Oh, it's so annoying because they're like, should we come in a day? When? Where? I
Yeah.
left at like 3 o'clock. I mean, I never even got, "I'm sorry we missed you." And plus the place that I go pick up from now has closed. And the little leaflets that they leave you still has that same address on it. So where do I pick it up from, Ozpost? Please tell me. You know, it's infuriating. So I've got like a 12-pack of Shine waiting to be picked up from somewhere.
That sounds like a Tuesday problem.
Oh, no. What do I need? Well, I've got one left for tomorrow, and I've got one for Monday. That's good.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's so true. One day they'll sponsor me.
That would be a great
Yeah,
sponsor.
like, I'll be honest, they messed up my whole thing last time. Like, the reason I'm getting a second box now, I'm meant to get 2 cartons in one go.
Yeah.
Last me a month. The second one never arrived, so then they end up sending out a new one. It took them a while to do. So I was annoyed with them, but I'm like, I want to give them leniency because I live off their drinks. I was like, please send it. I really don't want to have to not like you guys. like, please. I really want to like you because I like your drinks. And they sent it out at the end. I'm just, it was meant to arrive today. So I guess we'll see then.
Shine, if you're looking for personal sponsors,
yeah, please, me.
Tok will take a personal one.
Yeah.
The Saga won't, because only half of us drink it.
Yeah, but I'll take your portion. I probably should.
We both drink it.
1 drink a day is good. 1 drink a day is good. I shouldn't be having any more than that, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Because a lot of caffeine. But that will keep me wired to chat the entire 4 hours of the band podcast. Or 9 hours. Let's leave it running the entire time.
Well, it'll be 4 hours, because it's however much the SD card can handle.
Like we don't have 3 SD cards, mate.
I'm saying it'll be 4 hours, new one, 4 hours.
Oh yeah, beast mode. Beast. To be fair, we're going to have to plan that out because we've got to do van podcast there, van podcast back. Oh no, not there because I'm driving Melbourne, but I will be chatting shit about you.
Sydney will be the first one, van podcast anyway.
Yeah, Sydney will be, but we can fit that on the SD cards. But it's more Melbourne because we'll have to do my ranting about you on the way there, plus me doing all the setup, and then it'll be.
We'll get some more before then. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably have to get some more because then we've got the van podcast on the way back and all that.
SD cards sponsor us.
Yeah, please. Everyone sponsor. Give us money, please.
Give us free things.
Give us your credit card details, please. Just leave them in the comments, and we'll only use it responsibly.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. We're not perfect.
We make mistakes and accidental purchases.
Yeah. Yeah, that does tend to happen. However, we will continue this drive now, and we'll catch you when we're back at the offices, putting up all the decorations and unboxing our prologue.
Correct.
Just end it. All right, yeah. Go on, speak now, Sam. What have we?
We arrived and found our wonderful boxes. We didn't cover the address.
Oh no, it's fine because they can't see anything from here anywhere. It's all focused on your face. So open it up and tell us what there is, so we don't dox ourselves. What do we got?
That looks like the prologue.
It is the prologue. Let's go. Big time prologue. Yeah. Look at that thing. Oh yeah. So we're going to be giving these out at the convention, so people can get a little insight into our novels. And hopefully it's a nice little jumping in point because we do believe our prologue is very, very sick. And it's available on our website, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for free on the website.
Yeah, it is available for free on the website. So make sure you check that out. But for now, it is time for us to take all of our stuff inside and set it all up. So I'll talk in a bit. All right, Sam, we've brought everything inside.
Yes,
we've got it all ready. Yep. Again, big diversion from the original plan today. But as you can see here, we have got the prologues laid out in front of the books themselves. And then over here we've got the signs. and Sam sign saying the gods. And then, yeah, further down here we've got all the banners and whatnot, and which we're going to go and put up now. So we will show you some progress when we have some. Alrighty, first things first, we have got the banner that's going to go on our side wall. It's got our three main characters on it, Toshiro, Kuro, and Eli, and looks really great. Again, I was being really well planned. It has a Velcro backing, which is perfect for the conventions. I probably should have bought some Velcro dots, shouldn't I, Sam?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, so we can actually hang it up here. But it does look very cool though. It's looking really special. Loving the artwork from Jason, and yeah, can't wait to have it on display in Melbourne. There we go. Looks pretty gangster, if you ask me. We got Alistair End, Shinsuke Tamashi, Mao Chen, Ember Avalon, Tendo Miyazaki, Zero, and Big Kamaru Jackson. Mm-hmm. It's a lovely selection. Now,
What's his wife's name?
no, if you make another Miss Jackson pun, I'm gonna slap you until your grandkids feel it. Yeah, he does have grandkids.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Alright, let's get the other one up. It's looking cool, if you ask me. We've got, over this side now, got Katsuyori Ibushi, Hunter Cassidy, Johnny Santana, Shinji Nakamura, Cody Garrett, Ilya Drago, and the big dog himself, Aurelius Riddle, the top-ranked gladiator in the world. Sam, do you have the mic on?
Yes.
Oh, well done. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be the setup now. Do we do away with the Katsuki Uri? I'm probably going to be wearing it at some point, but... Maybe we hang this up somewhere. This can be just hung up over on this chest of spare clothes, or this drawer of spare clothes. That can do just fine there. And then, I'm thinking, this is our new podcast setup. What do you reckon?
I reckon.
Yeah?
I reckon.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then, I mean, we've got aircon, which is nice. And then, I mean, the other set, it lasted one recording.
I mean, it wasn't great. We were on the ground.
We were on the ground, but it was kind of vibey, kind of cozy. You know what I mean? Had a cozy little vibe to it. But yeah, I'm thinking now. This is probably better. We'll just got to figure out what to do with the fascia signs and stuff, and we've got to figure out what to do with that other banner as well, because we can't really just leave it on the floor there. Don't want it to get damaged or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so let's get to it. All right, in my supreme wisdom and my phenomenal intellect, I've come up with a solution for our banner problem. That solution is to put it in the roof like that, so it kind of hangs down. Oh, look, there's our fourth main character, dipshit. But yeah, we've got the full banner hanging up, which I think looks pretty dope in here. Obviously, that'll be on the wall when we get there. Sam at his actual height of 7'2".
Yep.
But yeah, now we've got the little double. So we've got the one podcast set up here with the bean bags and the backdrop next to our cardboard boxes. And then over here, Sam, you want to show him our new podcast setup?
Alright, well.
Yeah.
Casting couch.
Oh, Sam. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, we probably have to do something about my tennis rackets in the way. But, they're just over there.
Oh,
but, yeah, but I'll move that stuff around. Yeah. I'll figure out what to do with it. But I think this looks pretty. This looks pretty cool right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, the back. We can maybe blue tack that down or something.
Yeah, we'll secure it.
Yeah, we can, because those ones it doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
They can get a bit wonky or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little foot plate, that sort of a thing. So, how are we feeling about it, Sam? How are we feeling about it, mate?
The Gods and Saga Studios is coming together.
I mean, I guess whatever. But I think it looks pretty cool, like having all our...
We're recording things in here now. It's a
yeah, now we're
studio.
doing podcasts, I suppose, and they're super high effort, I'm sure.
How much editing?
Editing?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we still need some stuff for the office, I feel like the actual office itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Working computer might be nice for me.
Yeah, same. Actually, I need to update I need a newer computer. My one can't get up to Windows 11, so
yeah, mine neither.
it's a bit of a worry.
We're gonna have to
yeah, we're gonna have to get that. It can deal with Google Docs, which is right now all I care about because it means we can write. But yeah,
how does it deal with screen share?
Oh yeah, it did have a meltdown yesterday over that. That was beautiful. That was a really wonderful thing. But so yeah, we can tick the banners, the fascia signs, and the teardrop flags off list. Still waiting on keychain stickers, We're still waiting on what was the other one? Keychain stickers and key rings. No, that is keychains. Key ring stickers and what was it? Pins is the one. Yeah, then we've also got the clothes. The clothes. We got hoodies, t-shirts, caps, all that thing coming. So make sure you come along to the conventions because we'll be selling those and they're very cool designs. Yeah. We designed them ourselves. They're actually kind of sick designs. I quite like them.
Would wear them out.
Yeah, I'd wear them. Well, there's 2 that I would wear and probably 2 that you would wear.
Yeah.
that's kind of how it goes. But yeah, now Sam, is it time? Is it time, mate?
Time for what?
You know, the big Raw.
The dream team is back in town.
Is it time to watch the worst football team of all time compete?
We are only coming 13th out of 13.
Yeah, I think it's time. Should we take them along, or should we? Do they not deserve to watch the glory of the Raw?
See, it's a tough ask because they are glorious and they are not for everyone.
Yeah, no, that they definitely aren't.
So,
you know what? I'll bring the camera along. If I decide to record, I will. If not, tough luck. So, yeah, talk to you guys later. What's going on, big dog? Just got back from the Brizzy Raw game, and believe it or not, we actually won. 2-1. Don't know how it happened. Scored all our goals in like the first couple minutes. Me and Sam were astonished. There was a grand total of 1,500-ish in the crowd, I think. And you might be thinking, that's not bad. It's not like 4 like you said it was. The stadium fits like 50,000. So yeah, 1,500 seated in one section and unable to fill it in a 50,000 seat stadium. It's quite the spectacle. Pretty sure Sam chucked it on our story when we were there. It's pretty beast, you know. Love being part of a massive fan club. I think we might be some of the biggest fans. We've been to like 5-6 games so far this year. Why? Well, at first we were chasing down Glory. Then we chased the Wooden Spoon. And then we got a few wins, so we took a few games off. But then our mate Stimp, he got free tickets, so back in the thing. And they were like lounge tickets. They weren't even like regular in the stands. They had like a whole lounge. So admittedly, the second half we did all just sit in the lounge while the other 3 boys drank some beers, and I just kind of sat around. You know, it was good fun. It was didn't bring out the camera. Still kind of getting used to that whole thing. I don't think anyone would have cared, but it's like when you're new to the whole thing, no one wants to be the public nuisance, you know. I've seen many a video of streamers harassing people, and I've thought that they would look a lot better if the front of their face touched the back of their face, courtesy of a swift elbow strike. But yeah, it was. So it didn't get out the camera. It was. I mean, the atmosphere was. I don't think the mic would have picked it up for one. But yeah, it was good fun. However, tragedy has struck in a twist of events good enough for the Godsend saga. I have fallen ill, I believe. When I was sitting there in the lounge, I was shivering, my teeth chattering. Not a good sign, especially because I don't really get ill. Like I think I kind of get sick. God, once every couple of years kind of thing, where I might have like a little tickly cough here and there, but to like actually, be in discomfort, it happens once every couple of years. I'm pretty lucky with my immune system, but yeah, kind of feeling it right now. Kind of feeling it. Gonna raw dog it. Not gonna delve too much into the old pills and whatnot. I think I'm just gonna try and let it run its course. Although I do have to head to Sydney tomorrow for like a family thing, and that plane ride is gonna be beautiful. I've got my own little section, so I'm away from anyone. I'm not gonna spread nothing, but oh god, it's gonna suck. The ears popping, and if there's a baby crying, I might see if my body can fit through one of the portholes in the side. Go for a little jump and a swim through the air. But okay, I guess you move. So, you might be thinking, well, why are you at the office? Do you not have a home? No. No, I do. I have a very loving home. My parents are wonderful. I thank them every day, if I can, for the fact that they've accepted my decision to pursue being an author as opposed to any more traditional routes, which I did try, but my ADHD just isn't made for that. at all, at all. I cannot sit still through anything that I don't find thoroughly enthralling. And I mean, in life, the thing that I found has been writing. You know, that's been the first thing that I found that really captured me. Like, I got pretty good at tennis. Maybe I could have snagged a few ATP points here and there, maybe risen up the rankings a little bit like some of my peers have done. I don't think I was ever going to be one of the best in the world, as much as that was a dream, but I played enough to, I don't know, where I wouldn't look a million miles away from those people if I'd carried on playing, you know. Now, it might sound cocky, but man, I was putting in the hours, the 6-7 hours every day, missing out on some parts of school to go and train and then come back. I did the work. If it makes me cocky thinking that, you know, maybe I could have gone a little bit further, not that much further, just a little bit, and I guess so be it, you know. I guess so be it. I was, but yeah, I knew that the writing was kind of on the wall when I was like 16, 17. I was burned out. I wasn't going to be amongst the best, and that's the unfortunate thing with tennis. It's like, if you were like the 400th best football player in the world, right? Another one of my favorite sports. Shout out Man United. I kissed the badge, but I think it'd make me sick. Like, if you were the 400th best, you'd probably be in the squad at somewhere like Sevilla, right? Making like 80K a week. If you're the 400th best tennis player in the world, you're not even sniffing 80K a year, not even close. You're not even, you don't even break even on your expenses until you're like 100, 200 in the world. The money's nothing, and yet the cost, it's like the second most expensive sport in the world after golf, you know? It's a real grind, and I mean, shout out to all the boys that still go out on the tour and, you know, are going tournament to tournament, racking up the points, putting in the yards. My mind was not in it in the same way. I don't think I could have done that. I would have burned out. But I turned my hand to authoring. It's something I've always loved to. I've written, I was, you know, I never really paid much mind to it because I was always kind of guided in the way of maths and science and stuff at school, you know. The stuff that leads to, I guess, more easy to access careers. But I always loved English. Writing short stories. I used to write them in my spare time, and now I'm sure there are many authors out there that are like, you know, I used to write books since I was like 3 years old, and credit to you. It took me a while to get around to the idea of it being something that I could chase, but I do believe it's something that I've taken well to. Sam's a lot more of an avid reader than I am. You know, books have been a center point. I used to read a lot growing up and whatnot. I think I just love a story. I love telling a story. That's what the Godsend Saga is at the end of the day. It's, I'm not pretending that it's gonna change the fabric of time and space. You know, it's not, I'm not pretending that like, it's gonna make billion-dollar revenue like Harry Potter and whatnot. I just want to tell a good story and hope that people enjoy it enough so that I can kind of make a living out of it, you know, so I can just dedicate my time to writing. And, it's a wonderful tangent. Yes, I'm not at home. I am at the office. Why? Because even though it's 11 o'clock, I didn't finish all the writing that I wanted to get done tonight. I only finished a paragraph of chapter 16. I want to get at least 8 to 10 pages done, so I think we're going to be having a bit of a late one. That's not all dramas I've worked through the night before. I just refuse to, like, let up. It's kind of the reason why I got this. It was a bit of a promise to myself, you know. I think I might have mentioned it already. First half of this video was like, you know, ages ago, this morning, so who knows. But yeah, it's kind of, this tattoo is like a bit of a promise to myself, like, never let up, like, never, you know, slow down on the journey. Like, I have all the ideas there. I don't suffer from writer's block. I have the story there in my head. Obviously, it needs to be, like, played around with a little bit and whatnot, but the character arcs, where I want them to go, what I want them to do, that's all very much, like, set in stone. So, and then it becomes a time thing, because you've really got to put your foot on the gas to finish, like, 70, 80 novels by the time you die. You know, that could be any day. Realistically, it could be. What's the saying? I love the Catholic one. Is it Memento Mori? Is that it? You know, like remember you die. I think. Let's have a quick live Google. I'm sure this is enthralling because I don't edit. I don't know. I just feel like it's more honest if I don't. Yeah, Memento Mori. Memento Mori. Remember you will die. I treasure that saying very much. Very, very much. Because it could happen at any day, at any point. And I think it's important to balance things that you love. Balance things like family, which to me is of the utmost importance. For me, God. I understand. Not for everyone. That's all good. I don't, that's not going to feature too. My relationship with God isn't going to feature too much in these, unless I'm trying to like maybe explain some philosophy thing that I, in the writing. But, trying to balance all those things in a way that I'm not too hyper focused on one, where if the world were to end tomorrow, I would regret how I spent the last few years. I think right now, if it did end tomorrow, I think I'd be a happy man. I spent the last few years, sure, we only published our first book, a couple of weeks ago, gunsaidsaga.com, please buy it. But I would feel satisfied that I dedicated so much of my time to doing something that, as a service to others as much as it was to me, because I love giving people a good story. I mean, you can talk to people, like my friends and stuff, how much I love yapping and trying to make them laugh and tell a good story. To me, it's the same thing. I love captivating people in what I say, And this is just an element of that. It's very, it's along those lines. So the idea of creating something that other people can love and enjoy, and a story that'll take them from one place to another, a journey, that's what the Godsend Saga is. It's just a collection of journeys of stories. That's what I want to create. That's what I love doing. So, yeah, so tonight I'm just gonna keep hammering away at it. It's not as if it's a chore to me. I love it. If sleep wasn't a thing, I would write 24/7. That's just the way it is. Much to Sam's chagrin, look, don't get me wrong. He wouldn't be in on this project if he didn't love it as much as we like joke around about putting him into forced labor. He does love the project. You can ask him if you ever see him. I don't think you'll ever see him. He's a recluse. Well, I'm probably more of one at this point. I don't go outside anymore. I just kind of work, just write. But yeah, he loves the project too, just as much as I do. He's just in a position where he's got a little more to balance. I'm lucky with my business that I have, where I can make my time my own. And for example, I can work until the early hours in the morning today, and then tomorrow maybe give myself an extra hour or two before I wake up. Just snag back that time of sleep. Not a ridiculous amount. I'll probably sleep like 4 to 6 hours, something like that. But that plane ride off to Sydney. I will say, after sticking the heater on, I do feel a little better. That's a good thing. So, got the heater on the office, and yeah, if I do end up working late, I do have that bed over there. So it's not much. It's just like one of those Japanese futon things, but it does the job. I can get a good night's sleep on it. I try not to use it very often. It's only if I'm like shattered. Maybe I need a middle of the day nap, something like that. God, I've rambled on for ages here. This was meant to be an outro. I suppose when it gets to nighttime, I get very introspective, in a sense. Probably where you're going to get a lot more of the candid feelings about the project and about life as a whole. I'm used to I've enjoyed many sort of philosophical chat with some close friends of mine. I'll shout his name out, Nathan. He's probably not going to watch this. He's an eccentric fellow. I love him to bits. He has taught me many things about life, and we have discussed many things together, especially when it comes to philosophy and learning where we sit with the world, where we stand. And I think him being a musician, at least part-time, and a very supremely talented one. I think his album, or the project that he works on, it's called something of the Dawn of the... I gotta find it, because even though not many people are going to watch this, at least now, hopefully someday, hopefully this is a good back catalogue for you guys, and you feel like you know me and Sam pretty well by the end of it, because I like the idea of having a close relationship with my audience, if I ever get massive, I don't think I'd ever turn down, don't think I would ever turn down a conversation. I just love talking to people that I've never, they've all got their own life story. That's why I love Uber rides and stuff, and or I love chatting to old people. That's good fun. They have so much to tell, They've lived a life. I love just going to the park, maybe feeding some ducks and just having a chat to the old person around. Just wandering about. Not so much anymore since I started riding a lot more, but, it's, spent many an evening with my friend Nathan, feeding ducks, feeding horses, and learning as much as we could about the world through conversation, which I do have to say is... It's something that I think everyone should explore, because not everything needs to be found through reading or through listening, as in, to a great expert, for example. I do believe a lot of discovery, especially self-discovery, can be found by vocalizing thoughts to a like-minded person, or even someone who has opposite thoughts. But the idea of vocalizing them can really open up new avenues for you. And you learn things about yourself that you didn't know you previously did. It might seem a bit silly, but hey, it works for me. It really did. Nathan's album is called Democracy of the Dead. I believe it's coming to Spotify soon, or it is. Beautiful piece of music. I don't even know how to sort of put in a genre, much like the Godsend Saga. I suppose that's something we hold in common, but it's sensational, like genuinely. Check it out. But that's enough, probably rambling from me. I've got fat old headache. I gotta get up and pack boxes for my manga business tomorrow, and then hustle over to the airport to catch a flight, which, lovely. Cannot wait for that. It'll be good fun. It'll be alright. But that's about all from me. I'm going to enjoy the heater. Going to enjoy working away at this cowboy novel, Year of the Cowboy, as we know. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. So like, subscribe, tell your mum you love her, say a nice thing to a neighbour. Whatever, Be a good person, but always stand up for what you believe in. Because a person who stands up for nothing... I don't know. There's a quote. My brain's fried. I got a headache, man. Is what you'll see that quote somewhere in the book. I got a whole, I think there's a monologue which has it. But yeah, godsendsaga.com, all that sort of stuff. Like, subscribe. Catch you later, big dog.